Yeah. It's your boy Rell Funny as fuck, we back at it again with another YouTube reaction video, man. Boy, we got 6 terrifying cave moments caught on camera. Now, I don't know why thrill junkies and thrill seekers do this shit. Cause one wrong move can have you trapped, can have you limping, injured, anything. Just for trying to squeeze in these small ass spaces, man. Do it really be worth it? Do it really be worth the scenery, the thrill, the excitement? Like, is it really truly worth it just to do this shit? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. You won't catch me doing that shit. Nah.
Cantrell caving is known for exploring some of the most dangerous, narrow, and unpredictable cave systems in the world.
Let's
But
get
this
it,
time,
man.
his passion nearly cost him his life.
See?
On November 3rd, 2023, a group of 5 young men, including Alex and his close friend Jacob, set out to explore a cave they had never been in before. The plan was simple: follow the rope, reach the end, and document the journey. But nothing ever goes exactly as planned underground. At first, everything seemed fine. Headlamps on, boots laced, spirits high. They moved deeper inside, unaware that the conditions had already changed, and fast.
Do it!
See, look at this tall ass. Hey, look at that. You gotta scrunch your way through that shit with minimum air pocket space. Like, come on, cuz. Come on, man. Would y'all do this? Would y'all do this?
Not long into their descent,
I hope
they
not.
found themselves battling rising
They'll be
water.
done right along with
The cave's
that.
narrow passages were partially flooded, making every step harder and far more dangerous.
Might just
The air
float
was heavy
through
with
there.
moisture, and the rocks were slick. Every step forward took them deeper, both into the cave and into the unknown.
One wrong bump on your head, bam, you in the water.
It just says last minute emergency source.
They were still laughing, talking about reaching the end of the tunnel, but beneath the surface, tension was starting to
It don't
build.
even look like there
Jacob,
is
who
an
had
end in
scouted
this
part of the
point.
route ahead,
I just
tried
kind
to
of
warn
make it
them.
left, right.
Some
left,
sections
right.
are completely underwater. You'll have to duck your head just to get through. There's no way to breathe in parts of it.
Edward, go right. Go right. Okay, gotcha.
Still, the group pushed forward, following the rope and hoping nothing would go wrong. But as they went deeper into the flooded tunnel, fear began to show on Alex's face. His confidence faded. His movements grew tense and frantic. The water level kept rising until it filled his ears, and the only way to breathe was to tilt his head straight up toward the ceiling. The deeper he crawled, the more unstable he became, until suddenly, everything went wrong.
You go, Jacob? Oh, he just bailed. No.
You're good, man. You talking about we good, buddy? You don't know how long that could have really truly lasted. Like, come on, bro. Wait. Y'all niggas almost drowned. And you talk about, we good. No, we're not. We're not at all. Now we are. Because it was just a short avalanche of water. Come on. Short tsunami, man.
Oh my God! I'm coming out! Alright, we'll back it out.
One of Alex's friends panicked.
I
Struggling
would
to
have
breathe,
panicked too.
he
Shit,
grabbed
what the
onto
fuck?
Alex in desperation, nearly dragging them both underwater. Cold, water, darkness, claustrophobia. In a cave, panic is your worst enemy. Despite the chaos, they somehow managed to keep their heads above water. Inch by inch, they pulled themselves back toward the light. By the time they reached an open space, both Alex and his friend were scraped, bruised, and completely exhausted. It could have ended very differently. They were lucky to survive.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a
This man was exploring a cave when he reached a dangerously narrow passage. Determined to push forward, he squeezed himself into the tight gap and nearly became stuck. The video was uploaded to YouTube on January 10th, 2022, under the title, Smothered in a Claustrophobic Cave. The man behind the channel, Caveman Hikes, has posted dozens of similar videos, where he successfully escapes caves after long and risky explorations. But in this video, things look far more tense.
So far, I haven't felt like that squeeze.
What is
But
this?
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take the light with me, is the problem. If I go Superman...
My buddy, what is this? Is your body completely submerged into this rock right now? What you mean you can't take the light? You ain't got... It look like you ain't got no type of wiggle room already, cuz. Like, come on, cuz. Y'all just be doing
Style.
shit. Y'all be
I can certainly get
devil.
through, but then my clothes are gonna bunch up, and it'll look cool on camera, but very uncomfortable bunching clothes up and back up at the same time. So one of the nice things about these is you can use your feet for leverage, and you can't see that, but I take my feet and I pinch it up against the ceiling, and then I use that to leverage myself backwards. So I'm leveraging myself through here. And I fit okay. It didn't look like I was gonna, but I'm pretty much... I just have a hard time leveraging myself to move myself over this knuckle. But it's gonna be a little lossy here.
For a while, he keeps trying to push deeper into the cave, but eventually realizes he's almost completely trapped.
Trying to give you a decent view of what's going on in my little gumdrop's life here. I'll bring you closer. There we go. So it's all about leverage, and I don't know where my feet are here, but I'm working my way through here as I can.
Oh, he's screwing back. I'm just
can't
thinking
turn and
this
see.
nigga going.
You see, this is the
I think
problem
he
with the
dropped
clothes
down in a hole.
bunching up.
This nigga screwing
My
back.
knee pad's caught. Okay.
At that moment, he decides not to risk it any further and begins carefully backing out the way he came. Fortunately, he manages to escape without any injuries. This story comes from the YouTube channel Action Adventure Twins, run by two brothers, James and Edward. Since early 2020, they've been exploring dangerous and extremely tight cave systems, documenting their underground adventures. But in March 2021, one of their expeditions brought them terrifyingly close to death. They decided to explore the well-known Pettyjohn Cave in Georgia. By that time, they had already visited several sections of this sprawling maze-like cave system, even discovering an underground waterfall during one of their previous trips. They felt confident enough to take on the challenges of this underground labyrinth. However, this time, their goal was one of the most difficult sections of the cave, appropriately named the Nervous Breakdown.
This one's
Not
tight.
the nervous breakdown. The anxiety started to kick in.
A title that perfectly describes the mental
The
state of
paranoia
anyone
started
attempting to
kicking.
pass through it. The beginning of the trip went smoothly. The brothers squeezed through a narrow entrance and reached the first open chamber of the cave. But soon,
Look at
the
all
passages
them
began to
nooks and
narrow
crannies.
again. forcing them to crawl
The
through
water
tighter
did
and
that.
tighter spaces.
That's the crazy
After about
part.
25 minutes of crawling, they faced their
Water
first
did
serious obstacle. A muddy chamber with a deep,
Erosion
narrow pit in
was
the middle
fire.
that had to be carefully skirted along the edge. One wrong move would mean falling into a tight shaft with almost zero chance of climbing back out. The slippery walls and lack of solid footing would make it nearly impossible to pull someone out. After safely passing this dangerous area, they finally reached the entrance to the
Boy, one
infamous
wrong
nervous
slip and
breakdown.
you're gone.
To their frustration,
Nah, look.
part of the surrounding area had collapsed, making it much harder to find a safe
away
route
from over
forward.
there.
Rocks were scattered everywhere, narrow drops surrounded them, and pitch-black darkness filled the space. After a long search, Edward eventually located an entrance and decided to go down, leaving his brother above as a backup in case something went wrong. He had no idea that this decision would become one of the biggest mistakes of his life. After descending a bit deeper, Edward tried to contact his brother, but there was no response.
I found a rope.
I don't hear James anymore. Uh-oh.
He suddenly found himself in a nightmare scenario,
Batteries.
lost in an unknown part of the cave with no way to communicate. At first, he tried to stay calm and continued moving, still hoping he would meet James somewhere ahead. But after 30 minutes of searching and calling out with no answer, the reality of the situation began to sink in. He knew that panic was the worst possible reaction, but anxiety was slowly taking over. After countless failed attempts to locate his brother, Edward decided to retrace his steps, only to realize how difficult that would be.
James!
Losing your
Yeah.
sibling in the cave is next level crazy, bro.
It's been like 30 minutes since I last saw him. I don't even know where I'm at. I tried to go back to the last place I saw him, and everything just looks the same. It's just a jumble maze.
Every direction looked exactly the same in the dim light of his headlamp. Narrow tunnels and uneven rock walls offered no landmarks to help him remember where he had come from. With every step, the situation became more desperate. A single wrong choice could leave him wedged in a passage too tight to escape, or worse, he could fall into a hidden fissure. Even without physical injury, it would be easy to wander in circles until exhaustion took over. The recording, which began with excitement as he entered the nervous breakdown, could have ended as a tragic documentation of his final moments. After what felt like endless wandering in circles, Edward finally spotted a small but familiar detail, a piece of marker tape he had noticed earlier on his way down. Following it, he was finally able to find his way back.
James! Oh. You're over here? Oh. Dude.
He like, oh. Like you
place
was
is a
just
maze,
lost for
man.
30 minutes.
Oh, hey, I see your light. Dude. I thought we were never gonna see each other. Dude, I know.
After reuniting, the brothers stayed together for the rest of the expedition and eventually made it safely out of the cave without serious injuries. This experience didn't stop them from exploring caves. They continue to upload videos to their YouTube channel, but now they do so with far more caution and much better preparation.
Let's play with Foxfire.
The following story took place in January 2014, when a group of cave explorers set out to conquer Lost John's Cave in Lancashire, England. This impressive cave system stretches for about 3 miles, with known depths reaching around 700 feet. Most of the team had years of caving experience behind them, and, like many seasoned explorers, they were confident in their abilities. They carefully prepared for the expedition, studying maps, planning their route, and packing the necessary gear. But in the world of caving, there is a brutal truth. When something goes wrong, no amount of planning can guarantee safety. Even the most experienced explorers can find themselves in life-threatening situations. That is exactly what happened to one member of the group, Bob Johnson. At first, the expedition went smoothly. The team moved deeper into the cave, using their equipment to overcome each obstacle. But everything changed when they reached a section known as the Tube, an extremely narrow passage that required crawling forward on their stomachs. To make matters worse, part of the passage...
Then when y'all want to go cave exploring, y'all want to go when it's raining, when there's fucking water and puddles and lakes in them bitches. Like, come on now, y'all even risking it. Y'all putting yourselves at higher risks than it being just dry land. 'Cause come on, bro, what the fuck is you doing? This tight ass space and you finna try to go play with that. Alright, bro.
It was filled with water, making visibility and breathing even more difficult. Despite the dangerous conditions, the group decided to
Don't you
continue.
see the water rushing in?
The thinnest member went first.
Don't
and
you see the
managed to
water
squeeze
rushing
through.
in? Come on now.
Bob Johnson went next, and he was far less fortunate. At first, he made steady progress through the tube, but soon he began to struggle, even in the slightly wider sections. Somehow he reached the narrowest part of the passage.
Why when a motherfucker say, I need help, 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 I need, oh, I'm not good, I'm not good, I'm not good, or some shit like that. They always say, you're okay, you're okay. That's not fucking helping me, bitch. That's not soothing, man. That's not calming my nerves, man. What are you talking about? You're okay if I say I'm in a panic right now? Bitch, I am in a panic. Ain't nothing you tell me right now can make me feel good to say, alright, I'm good. He said I'm okay. I think I'm okay. Whole time, come on now. I know you're just trying to soothe the mind, but at the same time, what if it was a real serious matter? They put your life in jeopardy too. Now both y'all fucked. Goofy.
And that's where his luck ran out. He became completely wedged from the waist down, and every attempt to free himself only made things worse. Being stuck in such a tight space is already horrifying. The feeling of solid rock squeezing your body, the walls closing in. You can't move, you can barely breathe, and panic begins to creep in. For Bob, the nightmare was just beginning. On top of being trapped, he now had to face a far more terrifying threat: rising water. Water makes any caving trip infinitely more dangerous. In a dry cave, even if you get stuck, at least you have time to think, time to plan. But when water starts rising, the situation becomes deadly within minutes. Imagine freezing water slowly climbing up your body while you are trapped in solid rock, unable to move. The terror is indescribable. Bob knew he had only a short time before drowning became a real possibility, and he fought desperately to free himself. But the water soaked through his clothing, making him heavier, and his escape attempts even more hopeless. Just when the situation seemed completely hopeless, one of the team members had an idea. The idea that would ultimately save Bob's life.
I've been trying to get into watching the film and shit. I've been around for about a month.
Instead of trying to push him forward, the team members behind him began carefully pulling him back the way he came, and it worked. Bob was finally freed, though his ordeal was far from over. Later, he shared in the comments that he and the two teammates who rescued him had to crawl for another 3 hours to escape the cave through an alternative route. This incident left such a deep psychological scar that even today, Bob says he can't watch the footage from that day without experiencing severe anxiety. This unsettling video was filmed by Jacob, an experienced explorer obsessed with uncovering the secrets of abandoned mines. For nearly 20 years, he had descended into forgotten tunnels, documenting his journeys and sharing the hidden history of these places with his viewers. But this time was different. This time he encountered something he would never forget. On the cold, rainy evening of December 5th, 2017, Jacob drove down a dark, deserted road toward another abandoned mine, unaware of what awaited him underground.
Okay, that's the portal to the Waldeck mine. I'm inside. The wind has kind of died down a little bit and it's not raining, so I managed to stay dry. Of course, I'm inside this little alcove kind of, but anyway, you come down this little incline path and then big boulders here you have to climb over.
Bro, nature is so magnificent how it paints a picture. Like that cave entrance could be a fire-ass door entryway to a church. Like, come on now. Come on now. Y'all see the vision. If I have to go back, this shit weird. Like right there, bam. Would that not be a fire-ass entryway to a church? Or to a house? To a stony house, or a brick stony house, you know, with the motherfucking high, the big ass rocks, the gray stone ass rocks, that type of shit with the black interior. You feel me? Like a light gray but with the black accent. You feel me? I know y'all see it. If y'all a visionary, y'all, you feel me?
Anyway, you come down this little incline path and then big boulders here you have to climb over, and then the tunnel's right behind me this way. So let's check it out. Let's get in here.
At first, everything seemed normal, almost calm. But the deeper he ventured, the stronger a strange feeling of unease grew inside him as he passed beneath rotting wooden beams, barely holding back the crushing weight of the earth. After more than 15 minutes of walking, something strange appeared on camera.
We're going to take this branching tunnel that we skipped on the way in. I'm assuming that X means a dead end or somebody died.
A faint flash of light deep in the tunnel, like a distant flashlight beam. Though Jacob didn't notice it at the time, moments later, disturbing sounds began to echo through the tunnel. Soft, whisper-like noises coming from somewhere just out of sight.
Do you hear that?
Y'all ever seen the movie Blair Witch? Hey, that boy better get the fuck up out them caves, man. You better get the fuck up out them caves, cause I heard the whispers, man. What the fuck? Oh, hell no, that motherfucking witch down there. Man, what the fuck was that little light flag? Boy.
Sounds like, what, is that wind? I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. Do you hear that? It stopped.
Bro, that is 100% a fucking this one ain't talking about the fucking brother, that whole damn wind. It was the wind with the trees that makes noise like that. Like, what the fuck for? You know, hey, I would have turned my head right back around. I wouldn't even be in this predicament, but if I was, you know, the opposite race. I would honestly go tell my ass, man.
Well, I don't know what that is. It doesn't sound like wind, but
yeah,
that's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes, but wow. I've heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here and head back out to the portal. That was weird. I think I keep hearing something. That was strange. I hear the air blowing here. Wow. I'm getting out of here, and you can really hear that airflow. I'm getting out of here and heading home.
Uneasy, Jacob turned back toward the entrance, but on his way out, he noticed another tunnel he had missed before, and cautiously decided to investigate.
Looking down the tunnel
You
here.
go again? Chains?
I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there. Don't know if you can see that in the video or not.
Inside, steel chains hung from the ceiling, ordinary at first glance, until he saw one of them slowly swaying back and forth, as if someone had just touched it. That was enough for Jacob. Realizing he was not alone, he immediately left the mine and never looked back. To this day, he still has no explanation for what happened in that tunnel. It remains an unsolved mystery.
I do. It was a witch.
This unsettling 30-minute video was filmed by a man named Daniel, who entered a cave with two of his friends despite having no proper caving experience or equipment. Only a few minutes after going underground, they got lost, as anyone would expect. While searching for a way out, Daniel discovered a small chamber crawling with massive spiders.
Oh! I'm not scared of spiders, but there's a shitload of them. Okay, spiders, don't touch me and I won't touch you.
And to make things even worse, one of his friends nearly became stuck between the cave walls. At first, the group tried to stay calm and act as if everything was under control. But as the video goes on, the tension rises and panic slowly begins to take over. Fortunately, after a terrifying struggle in the darkness, all three of them eventually managed to find their way out unharmed.
I know I'm not supposed to focus right now. And especially like just like fucking with this.
Man, let me know down in the comments which one y'all thought was the craziest. Me personally, I thought the motherfucking Blair Witch one with the whispering in the cave and shit, that gotta be the craziest one. Fuck all the near death shit. They know what the fuck they was getting into, but you hearing some off the wall sounds in the cave and it's just you cut and then it was a light. Yeah, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up all the way. No. Can't go, can't do it, can't go, won't do it, fuck that. You wanna see me there. But if I put a spell on me, look like she was already finna cast some shit on him. She was almost done too, but he walked away. But if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Rell. Peace.